Okay, some quick updates on the hand Zoom workshop, masterclass, intensive, whatever you want to call it, next Thursday, July 18th at 2 p.m. my time. The topic is the hands, but we're going to extend it to the wrists, the forearms, and the elbows. And then I'm even going to extend the feet and everything we covered in the foot Zoom to extend those moves and advance some of those moves, since the hands and feet are intimately tied together. So purpose of the Zoom: put you in a position to create bulletproof hands. Done. That's it. Put you in a position to understand why you would want to have bulletproof hands, why you would want to see your hands as being how they are, why you'd want to prepare them for creating and participating and surviving and loving and caressing and communicating. Why, and then how. And there's going to be a slew of movements, an entire list of things that I personally utilize. And I like to test. You see my tests. So it's like, why would I want to do this so I could do fingertip push-ups and fingertip L-sit and do all that? No, those are just strength tests that I like to do to make sure that my training is facilitating those results, so that I can do those once or twice a year. That's it. I don't do those in training. My training looks entirely different, but I just use that because it's a test that I can't cheat on. You can't hide. It fully throws in an element of danger that if I don't execute it, I'm done. I'm gonna get hurt. I like to participate in those, because then anything that life's gonna demand and ask of, these puppies are ready. So what that means to you, not so you can demonstrate some hokey circus strength test for a minute on Instagram. It's so you can lift things and carry things, or at least initiate that. It's so you can survive a fall and have your hands be the first to hit, falling into cars, floors, people, to be able to grab and hold on without fatigue or failure or injury, and then also have the differentiation and the ability and skill set to be able to caress and be soft and supple and hold when the time's necessary. So it's when to be rigid and when to be gentle, and put you in a position to understand, one, why you would want to put your hands, wrists, forearms, and elbows in a position for that, and then finally, how. And then as an extension, as I said, not only will we go over a massive list of hand training things to develop a huge capacity for these guys to create and manage forces in your life, but also the feet, ankles, and calves. We're going to extend those and expand those out even more. So don't worry if you can't make the live at 2 p.m. I know it might be an odd time for some of you, especially in other time zones. You will get a 7-day replay. You'll have a week after the live's over. I'll get the replay in your hands when you register after the class is done, and you'll be able to pull it apart and go in and start to apply the things that, again, I have to play by the same rules. I just push the limits of these rules and laws to the point that there is no bottom of them. They keep feeding back and keep producing results, and they keep being sustainable at any version of me, from a hospital to depressed to tired to lonely to absolutely ambitious, open, light, free, and empowered. So doesn't matter where you are. Will we be going over specific injury? No, of course not. We can't possibly. But you'll understand why hands respond the way they do when they're injured, how to look at them differently when they become injured, and then honestly, you applying what we're doing here to an area. If you're having injury in your hands, or you're experiencing it, it's not to solve what you've got, but there is no world where you go in and just get an area that's injured massively true strong, not gym strong, not facility strong, not group class strong, because that's not an example of true strength. We know this now. Whatever you acquire in those areas doesn't apply in life in the slightest. But you'll understand sometimes when getting an area just absolutely bulletproof clears out a lot of the shit, and then you can go in and see truly what is injured and where it is. And then if you need help on that, that's a one-on-one. If not, you have more clarity to go in and see why your hands would respond that way, and maybe what you need to do next. So to bring in an understanding, an applicable understanding, not just a intellectual understanding. And so that's what I want everybody to leave with. That's why these Zooms and workshops and masterclasses are so great, is that as soon as they're over, you've got things to do. You have things you can apply right then and there. But there's going to be a lot of information we're going to cover. But the whole point of it is just how to make your hands fucking bulletproof in life, where if you've ever experienced these guys going down, or your feet, you understand how your world is turned upside down. And so how to put yourself in a position not have to negotiate with yourself that way, or how to make sense of everything around you. So the whys, most importantly, keeping these guys bulletproof and supple at the same time, and then how. And you're going to have access to everything that I have done in 24 years, currently I'm doing, and then even more. So anybody who's done a full one-on-one with me and you have your hand section in your document, we're going to expand it even more, because there's things I don't put on that as well. So email to register, and email if you have any questions or concerns, info@TommyJohnIII.com. Also email when you register and submit up to 3 questions for the Q&A. I do want to address your guys' questions and concerns. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's next Thursday, the 18th at 2 p.m. Pacific. If you can't make it, don't worry about it. You got a 7-day replay afterwards. Boom.